Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. More Archero today, and this one, chapter 19, finally completed. And whenever I make one of these chapter complete videos, it seems like I always start off by saying, I got really lucky in this one. Well, once again, here's the case, because diagonal arrows to start off with, I actually wasn't able to really get too far in this unless I had diagonal arrows. So you saw the stats at the beginning there. We're running 8,000 for attack and close to about 26,000 for health. And when I say that I did need diagonal arrows, I think a comfortable attack level on this would probably be closer, maybe around 9,000 on it. But I'm sure, as we know, there's people out there that are beaten with far less. But for me, if I was going about 9,000, I'd say, okay, I don't really need those diagonal arrows right away, although I do love them being a staff user. But there's the next thing right here is we're going to grab another set of diagonal arrows. And yes, this is what I mean when I say I get lucky on this, because how often do you get diagonal arrows twice, one after another, starting off a game? It doesn't happen too often, and that just makes you go, oh my gosh, this is going to be wonderful. You almost know right then when you get at the beginning, like, I better not screw this up because this could be the one. Later on, we do grab multi-shot. We do get a bouncy arrow too. And overall, attack boost right here. We're really going to kind of increase our DPS on it. And I think I got a Dark Touch in there. Dark Touch, Inspire, Hermes Shoes. So there's a couple of good things, side arrows. Realistically though, I didn't really get too many garbage picks on it at all. So that definitely helped out. And as we always say, it's all about getting that right RNG. You can play it over and over, but that one time you get it, it's going to make it completely perfect for you. Now, the other thing that really kind of helped me out on this was I didn't go up against that normal skeleton boss that's similar to the tentacle boss. And I say that because it seems like he's always going to pop up right underneath you. Pretty much all the bosses that I faced in this were all ones that we run into in other boards, except for that kind of chapter 14. You got the Ice King Serpent guy, you know, the one that goes and shoots in 5 different directions. He pops up from wherever, shoots in all the other ones. You'll see him here in a second, but it's the fire version of him. Luckily, with how often I played chapter 14 and how long I was stuck on it, it seemed like a pretty easy go against for him, so it wasn't too bad. We had the Orb Dragon. We also had a couple of them where it's 2 bosses, you know, spawn out at the same time. Let's see, a bat in there, and then obviously the end boss is the kind of Skeleton King with the those little red blob guys that you kill them and they expand into. Doing really good at naming people on this here today. But overall, the only other thing I probably would have changed on this is I did go in with my frozen bracelet. They do have those teleporting dudes that, you know, want to pop up right underneath you and then attack you. But if I had it leveled up high enough, I'd probably do a quick shot or an invincible bracelet. Unfortunately though, I need the added attack on this frozen one, and I'm not going to spend the money to upgrade one of the other ones because they're all kind of garbage in my opinion. Really though, it's not too bad of a chapter to face. It's the mobs that are really making me struggle. You see, I am running that Lion Ring and the Ancient Legendary Bull Ring. Actually, both Ancient Legendary. But the only other things I would say to watch out for is, number one, those bombers. We've talked about that in the video when we first looked at chapter 19. You know, shooting the 3 spawns on it. You got to learn the timing and kind of how they work and just kind of use that to your advantage. Know, like, hey, I'm going to move forward or move back. The other thing is the candle bosses that now shoot the 4 flames that are individual instead of just one giant row. You know, play with that too. Move around, wait for them to get to you, and you just eventually learn how to beat these guys after playing it for a while. You can see me here really navigating on it. The screen is getting a little bit crazy, but really, my biggest problem I have in any Archero chapter is always the bombers. They always seem to get me down, so that's my weakness right there. Overall though, guys, I'm not going to talk all the way through this because there's not really a lot to say on it besides this is how I beat it. I got lucky on the RNG once again. I learned how those bombers work. I learned how those candle guys I just killed right there. And other than that, I think having not go against that skeleton boss was a big help too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What chapter are you currently on? And if you did beat chapter 19, what was your attack and hit points that you had? At least give other people kind of a reference of where you stand. And, you know, so maybe iPick's not the best. You know, I usually consider myself at the 50% level. I'm just a little bit better. So I'm in top 55% is how I rate myself. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and remember, I pick my butt.